Kelly Puckett started it, then Horrocks was the second writer, and then Andersen Gabrych was the third writer to hail the series. And unfortunately, Horrocks really didn't do much to improve the series, and as a fan, I was actually concerned. And actually, Gabrich's first issue was a fill-in before Horrocks took over. If only he had stayed. His first issue was issue 38 with, let's see, what was the artist's name on this one? He didn't stick around. Jeff Parker was the guest artist. Essentially, her and Spoiler beating up some girl gangers. But that didn't go anywhere. Instead, we had to wait until issue 58, 20 issues later, for Gabrych to take over with a couple of different artists. Garza was the first artist. The first was a crossover with the Robin books. I believe the Robin books were issues 132 and 133. It was called Fresh Blood. Now, the premise was after, let's see, after a whole bunch of mess, crazy stuff, they depart and they both become, they both replace Nightwing as the protectors of Bludhaven. And they go follow and basically start taking on the Penguin, who is trying to establish himself as the new crime boss of Bludhaven. What I was really excited about was the art was just magnificent. And Gabrych writes a better fight sequence, and I think understands the character a little bit better. The first two issues were just a terrific little crossover, and hinted that maybe there might be a relationship between her and Robin, although she was 18 and he is 15 or something like that, but hey, you know, whatever. Come on, they're both adults, really, in their minds at this point. But that never really went anywhere. And the next couple of issues were pretty good. Let's see, issues 60, 61, 62, 63. I like this cover a lot, where she went to some kind of rock concert, and at the end she got attacked by Deathstroke and his daughter Rose, also known as the Ravager. This is when she was still a bad guy before she joined the Teen Titans. And the next story is just terrific, where it picks up from there, where he knows David Cain and he hates David Cain, and he has his own daughter who's an assassin, so he throws her up against Batgirl, and they duke it out. Really good, exciting issue, and the way she beats both of them is she stabs her in the throat, and it shocks Deathstroke. Let's see, but she tells him that, you know, you can beat me or you can take her to the hospital. This is great. I mean, how often does anybody really school Deathstroke like that? And then afterwards, this one issue meeting with David Cain starts off the next story, which is called Destruction's Daughter, which is unfortunately the last story arc in the Batgirl series, where she decides to actually seek out her mother and see who it is once and for all, because she suspected for a long time it's been Lady Shiva, but it also could have been let's see, oh, I forgot her name. It was also possibly Ra's al Ghul's other daughter. I can't remember her name right off. But yeah, for a second there during the story, I was thinking, oh my God, is she Ra's al Ghul's granddaughter? But also, there's a nice appearance by Mr. Freeze, and Nora Freeze is actually resurrected in this issue to horrifying results. And that's, oh, by the way, Tim Sale has done these covers. Destruction's Daughter is issue 65 through 73. And we finally get a final battle in the last issue between Batgirl and, let's see, I don't know if I should spoil this or not. I'm sure most people know Lady Shiva is actually her mother. And this had to compete with issue 25 as far as badass fight, and it does very well. This is a great issue to end the series on. Unfortunately, he had to, because they were making her a bad guy after this, so they had to end the series, and it's ended very well. I enjoy this book a lot. Let's see, his run is all collected. There's Robin, Batgirl, Fresh Blood, and Destruction's Daughter, and they're both collected. I do recommend anything from his run or those two trades, especially Destruction's Daughter. I've just been seeing that lately at Barnes & Noble, so I do recommend checking out. Give those 5 RAM chips. And I think that's just about it for his run, and I have one more to sum up. Push the button, Lindsay.